Overwatch. Is it worth a buy? Is it? Well, let's read. In a time of global crisis, an international task force of heroes banded together to restore peace to a war-torn world. Overwatch ended the crisis and helped maintain peace in the decades that followed, inspiring an era of exploration, innovation and discovery. But after many years, Overwatch's influence waned and it was eventually disbanded. Now, conflict is rising across the world again, and the call has gone out to the heroes old and new. Are you with us? Now, normally when a game hasn't come out, I won't give it a thumb up or thumb down if I'm doing a preview, but this isn't a preview, and the reason is because the head of Blizzard has come out this week and said that the open beta version, which is what I'm playing at the moment, is going to be identical to the release version on the 24th of May. The only difference is bug fixes. So essentially, I've got the full game here, what I've been playing. So I will be telling you if I think it's worth buying at the end of this video. So what is it then? A lot of people have compared it to Battleborn, a lot of people have compared it to Team Fortress 2. Well, the first thing I want to do is show you the options. There's a load of options. It's highly polished, this game, as you would expect from Blizzard. You know what they're like. It's got a lot of options for graphics. It's got perfect control bindings. I mean, you know, I shouldn't have to say that because every game should have this. This is why I get so pissed off with games when I come to rebinding keys. I mean, why can't they all just be like this? This is the way to do it. You know, none of this bullshit like going through 16 hoops just to bind one key. Are you sure you want to bind this key because it's bound to that one, you know? Yes, I am fucking sure because I bound it. You know what I'm saying? You know, with this, it's just piss easy. You want that as T? No. Want that as H? Huh? Want that as F? No, that's fine. Yeah, go on, you do that. There's a lot of graphics options as well, so it's fine. You've got everything that you would want. Lots and lots of options in there. How does the game play? Is it a MOBA? No, it isn't. Is it better than Battleborn? Yes. I think it's a lot better than Battleborn. So I'm just getting these out the way right now. Now, the difference between this and Battleborn is kind of like a cross between Team Fortress 2 and a MOBA, in my opinion. It's got a lot of MOBA elements, and I didn't really like that. But I'm sick of first-person shooters. I mean, I've played Quake and Unreal to death, so I want something different. I've played Team Fortress 2 for about a zillion hours as well, so, you know, I'm kind of sick of that as well. So I want something a bit different, and this kind of is a bit different. Now, I must tell you this story. When I pre-ordered this a few weeks ago before I'd played it, because I thought I need to play this game, it's going to be good. I had no idea that we're going to do an open beta. But when it came into open beta, I went ahead and downloaded it and started playing it. Now, after a very short while, I cancelled my pre-order because I thought this game was a big pile of shit. Now, as I started playing it over the weekend, I suddenly realised that I'm a prick. And I suddenly realised that nearly everybody that I've been playing alongside is a prick, and the people on Reddit are pricks, and in the forums of Battle.net they're pricks. A lot of me friends are pricks. Everybody's a fucking prick. You're all a bunch of fucking pricks. You pricks. You fucking pricks. These big review companies, they're pricks. I've been reading the reviews and they're a bunch of fucking pricks. Everybody's a fucking prick. You see, guys, it just dawned on me on Sunday after a whole kind of 8 or 9 hours of playing that this game is brilliant. It's absolutely fucking great. I just kind of, I had one of them revelation moments. You see, I thought you picked a class and you jumped into a game and you had to kill everybody and do the objective. Now, there is no team deathmatch in this. There's only 2 game modes. There is like a capture and hold 2 checkpoint. The first checkpoint is checkpoint A. You have to go to that one. One team will defend it, the other is attacking it. If you are successful in attacking that by staying on top of the zone for 30 seconds, I think it is, you then get to attack zone B. You are timed to get that. So I think you have 5 minutes to get it. And if you can get zone A before the 5 minutes is up, the counter resets to 5 minutes again and you get a chance to attack zone B. If you successfully take zone B, you win the game. So that's the game over. Now, the other one is escorting a... it's a bit like in Chivalry, you know, when you have to escort something by walking up to it and it'll move. If you've got players in the vicinity of it, it will move slowly forward. And you have to push this projectile throughout the map. And the other team have to stop you by obviously killing you. I thought you just made a class, dived in, and just kind of did that. each class, and there's 21 different playable characters in this, all totally different. There's tanks, healers, controllers, DPSs, snipers, there's all kinds. You name it, you've got it. It's like a lot of stuff taken out of World of Warcraft. For example, you have the guy I like playing, the Reaper. He's very much like a rogue in the sense that he has like Shadow Step, which he can teleport to wherever he can see, which is a really nice move. The amount of times I've taken out snipers using this teleport function is just so much fun. But there's also a freeze woman, a little girl who freezes people with a gun. She's a fucking annoying, she is. And she puts up walls of ice, and she can ice block herself. And if you have a good player on one of them, they are really annoying. You want to throw your PC out the window because they are so good, that class. You have snipers, you have shield people, you have people that can put down teleports. Goodness, I couldn't even go into all of the stuff that you've got. Now, the reason I refunded is because I was finding that some classes were just too overpowered. You see, you all have 4 kind of abilities. For example, the Reaper, the guy that I'm having the most fun with, he fires shotguns, he teleports, he has this Wraith mode where he flies through the air for a very short period of time and he's invulnerable as he does that. He also has this ultimate. Now, what the ultimate is, everybody has an ultimate. It's an ultimate ability that is constantly charging up throughout the game. The more damage you do, or if you're a healer, the more healing you do, the quicker that will charge up. And once it's charged up, you can unleash it. Everybody's ultimate is really massively overpowered, which actually makes the game good. But you have this guy called a Bastion, or a Bastard as I call him. Now, what he can do is turn into a static minigun turret, which is ridiculously overpowered. He can take down anybody in seconds. And if he's in a really hard to hit place, he's going to own on the battlefield. And a lot of people are complaining, including myself, that this is way too overpowered. But that's because you're all pricks. I stopped being a prick at about 8 o'clock on Sunday night when I just kind of thought, hang on a minute, they've got this minigun on this control point and we can't get it. None of us can get it. And then I just thought, well, if only we had a rocket launcher. If only we had grenade launchers. If only we had a tank with a shield. But none of the players on my team are any of that. We have a sniper, which is useless. I'm pretty useless at what I'm with this shotgun guy and against this guy. And then I realised that there's 21 heroes in this game and you can change into any of them anytime you like, as long as you're in the respawn chamber, the place where you start from. You can just press a key and choose any hero you want and it will change into it straight away. This isn't a game about your character. This is a game about you are 21 characters. And your team have got to choose the characters based on the specific situation at that present moment in time. For example, if they're parking the bus in their base with turrets and all that, then there's not much point in running in as a DPS guy. You are going to be raped. So what you need is, you've got to have a healer, you've got to have a tank, you've got to have rockets, you've got to have grenades, you've got to have means of firing into that base without you actually going in yourself or going behind the shield of a tank. And this is why it has built-in voice over IP, so you can rearrange your team quickly. The problem is, they're all pricks at the moment. Everybody's a prick. There's hardly anybody knows this yet, and so people just stick with whatever they chose at the beginning and think, oh, I got another kill there, I got another kill, I might get top, I might get top, I might get picked, I might get picked, I might get... Because at the end of the game, there's a video shown of the best play of the game apparently, which is utter bullshit, because I've done some amazing plays that didn't get in that, and when I've seen what's actually been chosen, I've thought, well, you know, that was shit. So, you know, that's all bollocks. But people just are still trying to get at the top of a leaderboard, which is a load of bollocks. It really is. This is a total team game. This is an absolute 100% team game. That's why there is no team deathmatch in it. No one gives a fuck how many kills you've got. It's, can your team win? Can you adapt to the situation? Can you choose the right squad to get through what the enemy have chose to put down before you? That's what it's about. And you have 21 weapons in your arsenal. They're called heroes. And you must pick the best hero for the best job, and the job that is in hand right there, right now in this game. Not what your favourite class is. That's not what it's about. And that's why I love this game, because I'm doing that pretty much for the first time. I mean, there's a bit of that in Team Fortress, but nowhere near as deep as it is in this. This is a very deep game. It looks so shallow. It looks so shallow, but it's so... You've just not got to be a prick. If you're a prick, you'll think it's shallow, it's boring, repetitive, shallow. No, you're a prick. It's not. Coming back to the bit about people lacking the brains, really. Everybody seems to be pew-pewing, which is a big shame. And a situation that crops up a lot is at the very beginning of a game. You see the defenders are allowed out 30 seconds before the attackers. Rightly so, because they've got to set up their base. A good strategy from defenders is to push all the way forward to pretty much the first choke point that the attackers are going to run into. So this might be pretty close to where the attackers spawn from, and they will set up on a choke point, and there are lots of choke points in this game, lots of them. If you can set up the right team at a choke point, it's pretty much impossible to bring it down. And I've seen that situation a lot, and I'm not bragging, but I'm the only one that seems to know how to deal with that. And you don't deal with it by firing at it. The way past that is simple. You just run through them. About 4 or 5 classes have the ability to either teleport, sprint extremely fast, or become invulnerable for a few seconds. It's certainly long enough to just pass through the actual choke point. Now you will die, but the point is you're trying to pull the defenders away from the choke point, because they're not going to let you run past, because you could go to the objective and cap it. So many a time I've flown through a choke point, and 2 or 3 of them have followed me, because obviously they've got to kill us, which has considerably weakened the choke point and allowed the rest of the team to smash what's left of it and then get through. But people are stupid, the pricks, of course. But it is so much fun. I couldn't put it down yesterday. And I'm buying it again, by the way. I did cancel my pre-order. Sorry, Blizzard, for the admin that you had to go through and refunding me, but I'm buying it again because I love this game. And I love playing different classes, it's just the different experience all the time, really. But I love most of all this whole kind of analysing the enemy's defences and thinking, right, we need that, and that to get through this, and just being able to change. It's just great. It's a masterstroke. I see what you did, and it's a shame other people can't see that. People just think that it's a class-based shooter, and it's just not. It's a lot more tactical than that. Another thing people have complained about is the long walk back when you die. I actually think that's good, because I'm sick of these games like COD, where you die and you respawn, you're pretty much back in the action. Oh, I've just spawned there. You're the guy that shot me. Bam, 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 bam. As he spawns on his fucking penis. You know, it's one of the best shooters I've played. I mean, it really is. I absolutely love this game. It is very, very good. It's very casual as well. You don't have to be elite to play this. You don't have to be awesome to play this. That's another reason I like it. I need a casual shooter. I've got me hardcore shooters. I've got me Quake. I've got me Unreal. Me hardcore stuff, you know, where it's just out and out skill at shooting. There's loads of them. I've got loads of progression shooters as well. There's COD, Battlefield and all that bullshit. There's loads of them. They're wank. This is different. This is non-progression, a bit of casual. It's something there for everybody as well. 21 heroes. So there you go, guys. You've just got to see it from the right angle. But I can understand why people hate this and say, oh, the maps is shit. I was like that. Oh, the characters are overpowered. I was like that. You're a prick. You have to stop being a prick. I was a prick, but I'm no longer a prick. So don't be a prick. Now, there is loot boxes. When you level up, you do level up with XP and you get different levels. It's for matchmaking more than anything. You get a loot box after you level up, and you open the loot box and it'll have like either a skin, a few credits, might have a spray that you spray on the wall, could have an emote. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's all just to dress your character up like fucking Barbie, and with the credits you can buy skins and all that shit. I mean, who cares? I don't give a f*** what I look like. You're going to see the end of me fucking gun anyway, so, you know, whether I'm pink, blue, yellow or red or purple with yellow stars on, who gives a f***? Knowing Blizzard, they'll probably start selling the loot boxes anyway, which I think would be a bit shit, but you know what they're like. Fool for you if you buy them, that's what I say. I mean, I saw a post on Reddit. How much would you pay for a loot box? I'd personally pay $1. I'd pay $1 for a loot box. Yeah, that's because you're a fucking prick. That's why. Anyway, Overwatch. Is it worth a buy? Yes. Yes, it is. It's a great, casual, deep, tactical, fun, team-based shooter.